Cutting your scale, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with a brand new Tuesday reset, meaning that we have got some brand new rewards. And honestly, Bungie have surprised us all, boys. Spoilers alert, by the way, but we've got a new freaking secret exotic mission. Oh my god, it's a ton of fun. I soloed it, so it's not too difficult. You can start it off, though, if you go to the EDZ. So this is kind of where you start off. You'll probably see a bunch of nodes you can collect, but this will be the mission itself. Go to the gulch, start there, and there'll be a cave that opens and unlocks the node over at Avalon mission. This is just, it's an 1800 power mission anyway. So you kind of have to be somewhat leveled up, but it's a ton of fun, the mission. You can get a squad going and obviously go in and try to get your stuff. And at the end of it, you will be gifted the brand new exotic that we kind of got teased anyway. The Vexcalibur, man, this thing just looks so nice. I mean, it's one of the sickest exotics I honestly think in the game. It's super Vexy, it's super Tron-like as well. I love it so much. But the Vexcalibur, basically, you can complete the mission and it will be a craftable sort of exotic again. So if you think, of course, the other Revision 0 was craftable in terms of different intrinsics each week, this will also be craftable at the Enclave. You'll basically unlock the pattern every week if you unlock the missions and stuff. You will be able to, of course, intrinsically get different perks for this. But what you will get, of course, as the default version will be ballistic tuning. It will, of course, have the extended mag on it as well. It will have this trait Perpetual Loophole. So deal additional melee damage while protected by an overshield. Defeating targets with melee final blows while the overshield is active will refresh it. Now, this goes in really well, of course, with its trait, which is the M1 ore distribution matrix. Fires a spread, equipped with a quick draining shield. Blocking damage with your shield gradually bestows void overshields to use yourself and nearby allies. Honestly, pretty sick. If you think of the Vexcalibur, it seems like it could, honestly, if it blocks a lot of damage, it could be like a mini freaking Titan shield, if you get me, in terms of just providing shields. Everyone shoots through it and everything. Could be really freaking dope. And obviously, the Perpetual Loophole will keep it going consistently as well if you're doing melee damage. You could become an unkillable tank, and if you obviously run a Void subclass, and with the Void mods this season, like this one right here, the Bricks from Beyond, I haven't unlocked it, but basically defeating a Feral Combatant with a Void weapon has a chance to spawn heavy ammo. This could honestly be dope. Volatile flow as well, so you get volatile rounds with ores of power. I mean, this could be insane this season. The Vexcalibur, as I said, it's a dope looking thing as well. So without further ado, let's go on some PvP with the Vexcalibur Glaive. Alrighty, so we are going to be doing some PvP, of course, with a Glaive that could, and oh my god, yep. Okay, this is the Vexcalibur. It has a dope-ass name. It kind of goes in with the whole Ashimir stuff, but I will definitely say, oh my god, buddy. Please do not come at me. And yeah, guys, if we get all this not freaking destroy me with freaking hand cannon straight away, that would be great. But I can already tell you, based off just even playing with it a bit myself, the gun itself, it's hard to warrant the PvP because it just shooting wise, like melee wise, it's fine, but shooting wise, this does like terrible damage because it has like a bolt sort of shot. So you can see I hit him for like half HP there, which is normal, but it has a spread. So think of it like a fusion rifle, well, like a shotgun or something like that, where you have to hit all your pellets. And if you don't hit your pellets, you're kind of screwed because that's what this is now. Oh my god. But oh, there's the kill. But yeah, there is like a spread on this weapon, which kind of screws you over a little bit. Like you can't hit shots, but it can screw you over a little bit. Now we got a void overshield going because of this. So, oh, we get this guy. Yo, buddy with the bow. Man with the bow. What the? Didn't even get the kill. Oh, no, I'm so dead. But you'll see, because I got the hits in and everything and I was shielding damage, I did get a little bit of a void overshield. So for people who do like to obviously use these sorts of weapons like glaives, and I did not know I had freaking a sword on. All right, boys. Well, I ain't gonna be doing much, but yeah, with people who do like their glaives and everything like that, you can do work with this, but it's definitely going to be a niche area where this is effective. This isn't going to be anything too broken straight away. I can already tell you that much. Someone could use the glaive, could go at it, and obviously if you have teammates kind of going in with you, it will be great. But for the most part, you can see chaperones, hand cannons, everything, they're still going to be better because glaives, ever since the shield really got nerfed, it's not like they're bad PvP, but they definitely do struggle now. Buddy, can you just stop with the frickin'... All right, we got a shield now. But you can see the spread, it just ruins you at range. You have no chance. It's like, as long as they sit back like that, you're kind of just screwed. All right, we need to just go into someone's DMs though, because... Oh my god, okay, we got the frickin' shot in. There we go. That's what we need to start doing. As I said, it's mainly just the spread. The spread really does kill it. I know the overshield is really nice. And if you get the shots in when they're rushing you, it can be nice too, but... As I said, it's mainly just when you get the shotgun and you try to hit someone and it just whiffs completely. It kind of, I wouldn't say sucks, but you're just kind of screwed. At least with the other glaives, when you hit your shot, you kind of knew what you're getting into. But for the most part, you're kind of just... Oh my god, I'm just cleaning people up. Oh! But for the most part, if you get your shot in, you're kind of just screwed if they have anything like a hand cannon or something just to blast your ass out of it now. There's 2 dudes here. And buddy, how am I not getting... How did I not hit him? That's what I mean. I hit him with like 1 bullet. Don't get me wrong, though. It is actually a really fun weapon to kind of go in with. And when you're hitting shots, it can't be nice. It's just like... With the current meta and everything like that, I just think Glaives definitely aren't going to be up there for people like spamming or anything like that. The shield over... Oh my god, can I get off spawn without getting freaking insta-sniped? But yeah, the weapon is actually a ton of fun to kind of go in with, especially when you got the melees going with currencies or something. You can knife people like hell, but as I said, it's mainly just... I think Glaives in the current meta right now aren't going to be exactly annihilating people. Oh my god, this guy just deleted everyone. But also the fact that it has that shotgun spread, you're kind of... If you miss it all, you're kind of just screwed. But... It's still super dope looking and super fun to go in with. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things, of course, with their Vexcalibur. And this is where it's going to be, of course, a lot better. Now, I did put on those mods I was talking about at the start with, of course, the kind of picking up orbs gives you volatile and everything. And this obviously is where it's going to be a lot better with a void subclass too. You can see the overshield comes in pretty clutch. You just deal, look, it's just consistently charging whenever you aim in. Which, as I said, is just really nice. And if you pair it with, I don't know, any sort of melee build, it's going to be dope PvE. I can already tell you right now. Will it be the meta? I think for fun and like meta in terms of void subclasses, I think it'll be good. I definitely will say that when it comes down to like overall DPS and everything, it's not bad. And the overshield come clutch in, of course, any sort of other environment. But you'll see, you get a void overshield when you aim in. And then you can give your teammates the shield as well. That's what I'm saying. Like in a team environment, if you want to survive or whatever, GMs maybe, it might be really sweet for that. Because obviously normal Glaives when they ADS or freaking aim in when they have a shield, all they do is really just give you damage reduction. Whereas this one consistently actually fills up your HP or your overshield, which, as I said, is really nice. And the fact that it works for both you and your allies, it could come clutch in certain, obviously, GMs and everything. As I said, it's not bad at all PvE. I know in PvP it was okay. It definitely has a niche area, though, and the Void Overshield is nice and all, but the Shotgun Blast kind of ruins the PvP. But in PvE, of course, Shotgun Blasting ain't bad at all. Like, it's easy enough to go in with. And the thing is, you can probably keep it sort of as like a pocket. So if you do something like this, and you start getting weak, you could whip it out and just insta charge, and then you can see it starts charging up. So I do really like it for that. And as I said, it is a glaive weapon, or a freaking glaive, so you can't just start knifing people. And when you have the overshield going, it actually starts to glow, which, as I said, is really freaking nice. And you can get the freaking overshield going consistently if you keep on getting shot at too. So there's a ton of different things you can kind of go in with this weapon. It's a dope ass glaive. And this isn't even its final form. As I said, there is unlockable, so you can get Grave Robber on this as a perk, enhanced perk actually from crafting. And the thing is that I'm just super happy we actually are getting some more freaking exotic glaives. We first had the freaking stasis heavy one, and now we got a freaking void one, but at least it's not all the class specific ones. You can actually just like spam out with a normal freaking glaive exotic. As I said, meleeing with it is of course going to be super dope, and then they're getting the shield going. I love it in PvE so much. I would like to get my volatile going if I can freaking generate some ores, boys. Anyone want to generate one? Thank you. It's actually going to be pretty interesting to see if people run it. As I said, it's pretty niche, and it might be good in like a wave sort of scenario maybe in the raid, but I do know you're giving up a lot for DPS. I mean, this thing doesn't have anything that makes it go like insanely good in terms of damage or whatever. But when you pick up an orb, you get the volatile going like you see, which obviously in PvE is really nice. And as I said, PvE, it is a lot easier to kind of get the freaking bullet spread going in super consistently for you too. We just melee this guy, boys. We got the Void Overshield. Anyone need a top up? Oh, Timothar, you're getting pretty weak. Come on, stand behind me, buddy. Stand behind. Well, actually, don't stand behind me if you're shooting, because you want to shoot through this. But that's what I mean. You can just basically heal your teammates, which, with honestly the way it goes as well, in terms of this event, the EDZ, you actually make favors pretty well, and you can get the Noble Deed going with the Argent trait and certain weapons too, because you're giving people overshields all the time, which, as I said, is just a really interesting concept. It sort of like gives you more of a tank sort of build. Now we just need to do this to him. Oh, buddy. I needed my glaive. Where is my glaive to heal me? I honestly do think, though, that one of the biggest things for it is that it just looks sick. I mean, you cannot tell me this isn't a nice-ass weapon. And with, obviously, as I said, volatile, whatever rounds going in, it can do some absolute work. Like, I mean, it ain't no slouch at all. With the extended mag, too, you consistently have bullets. And as I said, it's going to improve. Right now, I don't think it's anything too insane, but this will, of course, get, as I said, you can get that Grave Robber roll and stuff. So there is going to be more rolls on this. This is by no means the end product of this weapon. It's just that, as I said, the kind of main premise of it is going to be overshielding you and your friends. But I think generally speaking that there's like a million ways you kind of also overshield your friends anyway. So maybe it'll stop getting requirements that people have to run a Void Titan. Maybe if he just wants to run this and then run like Arc Titan or something like that, it might be nice for that. But I think that the weapon itself, it's just a really fun weapon to go in with. It looks dope and you can slay out with it. But I do not think that it's going to be the meta anytime soon. Like, you can go in, but it's just more of a memey sort of fun weapon, which is okay, guys. Not every exotic has to be absolutely freaking cracked off the freaking walls in every single scenario. And as I said, it's just kind of dope that when you kind of get it going, it does have this kind of void sort of look to it. There is an ornament you can get as well. I can actually show you real quick while we're here. So there is going to be an ornament for this. Where is it? So yeah, this is going to be the ornament, and it's called the Nexus Sunrise, which means I might have to freaking get it, boys. Don't give me. No, boys, give me that heal. Look, this is what I mean. The heal reduction, boys, and there you go. Level the weapon up to. But it's called the Nexus Sunrise, and it actually looks pretty freaking good. It has my name in it, guys. I might have to get it. Oh god, but yeah, the freaking glaive itself, I actually really like it. I think it can go in really well. As I said, I don't think it's gonna be meta anytime soon. Even with the grave robber rolls and everything, it's gonna get better, but I don't think it's gonna break PvE or whatever. But it's just a fun weapon to kind of go in with. As I said, it's nice that we are getting more glaive weapons to kind of spam out too. And this one just lets you live that kind of like hero sort of healing fantasy. Well, that is gonna probably be it in the Vexcalibur. I mean, oh well, my game is freaking crashed. Oh my god. All right, well, that's like the first time that's ever freaking happened. Well, that is it from me, and of course the Vexcalibur freaking glaive. As I said, this is a really dope ass glaive. I don't feel like it's gonna be meta anytime soon, even when it gets its random rolls, or not its random rolls, but its craft rolls, like the grave robber and everything. It might become a little bit more useful. Obviously, grave robber is gonna be really nice just for constant damage, and if you want to stay healthy and healing, especially on a void class, you can basically stay alive like a tank with this sort of weapon. But when it comes to actual DPS and everything, you're gonna struggle a little bit. Like, the damage you can do is nice in PvE. PvP though, I would definitely say this is gonna be like a no-go, because it's just way too inconsistent. If you thought Glaives before were inconsistent, that your shots might not hit sometimes, or sometimes it just does no damage, this has a spread to it. So sometimes you just miss like 3 of the bolts and you do like 28 damage, which I might as well just freaking blow at him at that stage. I might as well just bend over and just die. It's just like, there's no point when you miss like 3 pellets. So yeah, Vexcalibur PvP, I wouldn't really go in with it. The overshield is nice, but as I said, there's so many other ways to spam overshields in PvP right now. So there's no reason to run a full-on exotic for it. But in PvE, it's obviously really dope. And that's mainly where this is probably geared toward. As I said, this matrix, it's actually pretty nice for giving your teammates overshields and everything, because they don't have to actually be behind it. They can be in front of you. So anyone who's kind of nearby just gets a void overshield. Really nifty if you want to go into GMs and everything. As I said, there will be more kind of builds too once you kind of go to the Enclave and you can craft and everything. That's going to be based off the missions and everything like that. But the Vexcalibur itself, it actually is super fun PvE. In a void build, it can be dope as well. And as I said, it just looks insane. Like, this is one skin, and you can actually just view it like this. I mean, this is the other. This is the Nexus one, and I mean, oh, it looks so good. And that's without the void kind of glow. I wonder what it actually looks like with this freaking thing with the glow. I think it could be insane. But the Vexcalibur itself, you can start this by going to the gulch on the EDZ. There's a couple of nodes you got to find. I think there's 6. Find them within a timer. A cave opens up, and then you can start the mission. And the mission, I will say, is lengthy. As a solo player as well, it can be somewhat difficult. But I definitely will say, if you want to get the Vexcalibur, it's really fun to go in with, and I think that you should definitely try to get your hands on it. It's a super dope glaive. But regardless, if you liked the video, just like, and you want to see more content, subscribe. Have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.